Hey everybody, it's Jason with the Boardgame Mechanics, and today we're going to take a look at a little kids game that we picked up at this year's Origins called Kraken Attack. Kraken Attack is a game from Loki Games. Plays 1 to 4 players in about 25 minutes, which is probably pretty accurate. I've only played it at 2 with my youngest daughter, and it goes about no longer than 30 minutes. And what you're doing in this game is you are taking on the role of a pirate. And you are trying to defend your pirate ship from the deadly Kraken and all of its tentacles. And the way you're doing that is, it's a cooperative game where you are trying to play cards that have symbols matching a column that these Krakens are on. If you can play a card that matches the symbol that the Kraken tentacle is on, you boot it back. If you can do that to the Kraken, you're going to hit the Kraken. We need to hit the Kraken 3 times to win, or if our boat gets 4 holes in it, we lose. So that's enough talking about it. Let's go on the table, check it out. All right, so here's a game of Kraken Attack, all set up for 2 players. To set up, you're going to put the board out in the middle here. You're going to put each of these ship rails on the appropriate spaces that I have here. Set up the Krakens accordingly. 1 on 2, 2 on 1, 1 at the starting line, or I should say gun, cannon, bubbles. You put the Kraken on the Kraken space, a red die on each of the red die space, a blue die on each of the blue die spaces. The 3 damage markers can go here. The 4 hole tokens can go there. And then each player will get a starting deck. So in this case, this player is yellow, this player is red, and you can put the characters in any space that you want on the board. So I started red here and yellow here. Each player also has a special ability, which we'll get to when we start. And I'm also using the whirlpool tokens. They're just going to make the game a little bit harder, just because. So you can see how those work as well. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Yellow is going to be first. On your turn, you're going to roll all the dice. As the Kraken moves, we're going to unlock more dice, but right now we only have the 2. So we are going to move the blue starfish row, which is here, 1 space toward the boat, and the red jellyfish, 1 space. Okay, so this is going to show the whirlpool. When one moves into the whirlpool, it gets moved 1 extra space. So the whirlpool is just going to make it so the Krakens get where they're going quicker. All right, now it's yellow's turn. Each of the cards have some actions that you can do. The actions are moving. They are fighting a tentacle in the saber row, which is the first row. Repair, which will let you bring one of these back onto the boat. Cannon, which will let you shoot a tentacle in the cannon row. And gun, which will let you shoot a cannon in the gun row. And there's also a flag for some characters, which is a wild, which can be used as anything. So this character, we need to get rid of this one. So what we're going to do here is, ooh, not great. Okay, we'll move 1. We're going to use this card. Move 1. Then we're going to fight this one. When you fight, something in that row goes all the way to the back. And now we can also repair, but we can't. This character can also use one of these icons twice. So I think what's going to happen is she's going to move over where I am. So she's going to move twice because she can't do anything else. And then when a card has a funny face, a little icon, so there's funny face and there's just like a window, you're going to move the Kraken. And that's how the Kraken is going to be moving around. Then when you're done, you put the card at the bottom of the deck and you'll flip a new card. All right, then it's that player's turn. They're going to do the same thing. They're going to roll the dice. All right, so my special ability, or the red special ability, is whenever this face is rolled, it gets ignored. That moves all the tentacles on that side of the board. So that's really good that we don't have to do that. But now the blue fish is going to move 1. All right. Now that player has a couple things they're able to do. Let's see. They can... All right, so what they're going to do is they're going to move. They're going to use this card. They're going to move, and then they're going to use the sword and fight that one back. And then they're going to go ahead and move over here. And then they have a funny face, so that moves the Kraken. Now we have another red die coming in. This goes to the bottom of the deck, which I'm not going to do just because it's a little bit out of reach. All right, then back to this player. Let's see. First we got to roll the dice. All right, so the red fish, red star, blue crab, so it hits the whirlpool, moves an extra. All right. Now, let's see. Man, her cards are not good. Not good at all. All right, so I'm going to use this card, even though it's kind of a waste. Sword, fights it all the way back. There's nothing else I can hit with a sword. So I'm just going to move over to there. I'm not doubling anything. No funny face, so we don't have to move the Kraken. Red, their turn. They're going to roll. So blanks are good. They don't do anything. I can ignore this. Then my special ability, and we'll move the red hermit crab. 1. All right. Let's see what we can do here. So I got a gun and a cannon. Okay, sweet. So I'm going to stay where I am, and I'm going to use this card. I'm going to stay where I am for now. The gun is going to shoot this one all the way to the back. The cannon, because I'm in the cannon row, will move this all the way to the back. And then I'm going to move over where yellow is. No funny face, so it doesn't go. The Kraken doesn't move. All right, and that's how the game is going to keep going. Eventually, so when a Kraken comes all the way in and hits the rail is going to come out, and then the Kraken goes all the way back. If that happens again, without a rail, we get a damage to our ship, but it goes all the way back. If at any time we get 4 damage on our ship, we immediately lose. So we're trying to make sure that we're building up those rails by the hammer action, so we don't get 4 holes. And multiple holes can go in the same one. So this one can get hit 3 times if it wanted to. It doesn't matter. The way that we win is by playing funny face cards enough so the Kraken moves all the way. So we're going to have a lot of dice that we're rolling, but then the Kraken's going to get on the ship. It's going to replace one of the tentacles, and then whenever we roll the red fish, the Kraken would move. Or when we play a funny face card, the Kraken would move. If we're in this row and I would play this card with the gun, I could shoot the Kraken back and we would hit the Kraken 1 time. We win by hitting the Kraken 3 times before our boat gets 4 damage. And that is how you play Kraken Attack. Let's go to the top, see what we think about it. All right, well, that was Kraken Attack. So first off, this game looks awesome on the table. You saw it in the video. It's got these amazing like rails, ship rails. Completely unnecessary, but man, they are nice. I just showed you the pirate meeple. Here's the little yellow meeple. Just adorable little kid art. The tentacles are really nice plastic. Show what they are. And the Kraken is incredible. I mean, the Kraken looks really awesome, kind of cartoony and silly. But also, you can put the damage markers on the side of it, which is really cool. The dice, chunky, kind of like that screen printed thing, kind of like the Star Wars Destiny stuff. They just look really nice. So the production is top notch. I like it quite a bit. For the price point of this game, I think it was like 25 bucks. You get all that you saw on the table, all those nice bits. That's amazing. This game's really fun. It's a kid's game, a family game. So you're not going to want to play this with adults, probably just a bunch of adults sitting around, because it's pretty easy. But when you're playing with a kid and you let them make a lot of the decisions to help them understand, you know, the strategy behind where they need to go, do what they're doing to keep the Kraken and the tentacles at bay, it's going to help lead them into games that have these kind of mechanisms but are not kids games. So yeah, I like it. Each of the characters has special abilities, which is also cool. So asymmetric powers, you're getting kids used to that, because there's a lot of that in games that are not kids games. And yeah, I can't say enough good things about this game. I like it a lot. It's fun to play with my youngest daughter. She's been getting into a lot of games, so I'm trying to get games that aren't Candyland and all that kind of thing. So the more of these good games that I can find that we can play and have fun with, I'm down. So I'm going to give this a BGM accepted seal. I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10 on BGG, which is a 4 out of 5 wrenches on an arbitrary wrench scale that means absolutely nothing. But we like to give it the games that we enjoy, and that's what I'm going to do. So that rating is for like the kids game. If I was playing this with adults, I wouldn't get that. So this is like a BGM accepted seal for kids, but I don't have one of those. So it's just all encompassing on our accepted seal. So that is Kraken Attack from Loki. I'm Jason with the Board Game Mechanics. And as always, keep gaming.